Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back part 2 of my video talking about the birthday and 135th anniversary of Celtic. I think that's correct. Any Celtic fans can enlighten me if I got that wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 35th birthday of Celtic. I'm drinking water for once to try and be healthy. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll try not to waffle too much. Hopefully it won't be too cringeworthy or anything like that. And as ever, I'd love to hear read what you think about the video at the end, especially my fellow Celtic fans. So yeah. As I say, I'm continuing on from part 1, and here goes. I put, but it's slightly belated because it's like 12:30 at midnight now. So anywho, I hope Celtic fans especially, and football fans generally, or anyone who has a soft spot for Celtic, excuse me, even if it's your second favourite club or whatever, will enjoy this video. And anyway, so here goes. So number 11, I'd love to think about what Celtic could change to improve on things, whether that's recruitment or marketing or branding or whatever. And as I mentioned in part 1, point number 9, I talk about like writers, artists, poets or whatnot for Celtic, and I'd love for there to be engineers, like different groups. Possibly there could be Facebook groups that people could make, if not myself in the future, perhaps maybe other people could make it, or maybe I myself could make it, for like artists, for engineers, designers, scientists, entrepreneurs, investors, sponsors, or whatever other groups for Celtic. So there could be like different fan groups. I thought that'd be quite an interesting sort of take. And maybe there could be pages and things like on social media generally as well, like on YouTube or whatever, or on websites and things like that, or on all forms of social media, socials as people call them. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to see what Celtic could do to improve and things like that. I think that covers everything for number 11. Sorry, I was thinking of some ideas in the shower, so I was trying to. People say when you're in the shower, you sort of think more clearly or whatever, or your ideas sort of flow for whatever reason, whether it's running water or whatever. It helps your ideas to flow. I suppose it does refresh you or something like that. So I'm not sure about the science behind it. Maybe someone could enlighten me in the comments about that as well. But yeah, I think that covered the points I was going to raise there. Like I say, making changes, improving, like it could be marketing, branding, recruitment or whatever else, to take to the next stage, like in the Champions League or things like that, or at least the Europa League or whatnot, or even to ensure that we continue to be good in Europe, to be well in Europe. But yeah, also as I say, engineers, scientists, poets, writers, authors, artists, entrepreneurs, sponsors, investors and whatnot for Celtic. Another cool thing, like could be hashtag and all that kind of thing. There could be like pages and groups for each group of those sort of groups, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, but anyway, moving on. Number 12, I often fear that I forgot something, but yeah, number 12, I think it'd be great if the club continues to do a lot of the work it does for like tackling bullying and welcoming migrants in different communities, and maybe make some videos on like migrants and refugees and immigrants and things like interviewing fans and connecting with the fans, and also like given the club's roots, I think it'd be great if like Gypsies and other minority groups support Celtic, especially like given Celtic's history of coming from Ireland, like escaping poverty originally, and how the club was founded to alleviate poverty and things like people coming from Glasgow, from Ireland to Scotland for work and facing discrimination. I think that story could perhaps resonate with a lot of people from the Gypsy community, many of whom also have Irish blood, just like Celtic and its roots. But even Gypsies generally, or travellers or people like that, given like Celtic travelled from one group to another, so a bit sort of nomadic, perhaps, if that's the right word. Yeah, so I think that's a great connection, and also I think it'd be great if the club did stuff to tackle bullying as they do, and help mental health awareness and things like that, and did more videos on that on the YouTube and on their YouTube channel, on their official YouTube channel, and also like on the website, had more information about that and things like that. Number 13. Sorry, there was something I was going to say over number 13, but I can't quite remember. But yeah, maybe people could post some of the things that they dislike about Celtic as well, like rivals, and I'm sure there's going to be haters in the comments, but that's all part of the game, I suppose, of being a content creator. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be haters or people who don't like Celtic who might want to comment on negative things that they don't like, or things that they find negative, or make negative comments. I mean, things like that. But yeah, and also I'm sure the club does still have some weaknesses to improve upon. It was something I was going to say, and I've completely forgotten those points. But anyway, I'm going to move on. Number 14. Hopefully, the club will continue to like solve problems around the world, help with like maybe help communities that like the victims, if you like, of global warming or things like that, climate change and natural disasters and other problems facing the world, like work together to solve problems and stuff like that. Number 15. I think it'd be great if all those who connected with the club, all those who are involved in the club, including investors, sponsors, co-owners, the board, the manager, the coaches, youth development coaches, maybe even the women's team, and whatnot, and basically whoever's involved in the club. I think it'd be great if they connected with the fans and like we connected together and like sort of shared ideas and encourage each other and be a united fan base as much as possible, and like I say, like connect. So like people listen to the fans and their goals and things like that, and we like share ideas and encourage each other, even if we disagree on some things. I know I've come up with a few ideas that like I could probably make like confessional videos about how bad they are, I suppose, but maybe if I was brave enough to do so and didn't mind the ridicule. But yeah, I think like if we can agree to disagree or whatnot, but yeah, connect together and that sort of thing, like and go through the pros and cons of each idea or potential goals or whatnot. But yeah, basically to connect all those involved with the club, with the fans and that sort of thing, even around the world, and Celtic supporters clubs, CSEs. Again, on Facebook, there could be like loads of groups and pages where they talk about the Celtic sports clubs and how to grow them further, like how to have more of them and things like that. Number 16, I think it'd be great if there were like committees or think tanks which talk about what's best for Celtic and how it can do even better in the league and things like that, and improve in the future and things like that. Again, I often think I'm sure there was an idea or a point that I was going to raise that I forgot. Number 17, as I mentioned, I think I probably mentioned this before, but I think it'd be quite interesting if Celtic did get like billions of pounds in funding and like have billions of fans around the world, or vice versa, whichever order you want to put it in, and like especially given that the Scottish League is not as competitive as the English Premier League or even La Liga in Spain or Italy Serie A or the Bundesliga, so it's probably quite down the pecking order. It'd be interesting to see how far down the leagues in Europe the SPL is. So and it'd be interesting if they discuss with the league like how to make the SPL more popular around the world and things like that, and get more TV money and things like that, and again investment and sponsorship deals for all the Spanish all the Scottish clubs except for Rangers perhaps. That would be quite a tricky idea, but yeah, I'm sure the SPL wouldn't quite agree with the last bit, but I'm sure they would want more investment. So it'd be interesting if they talk to different clubs like Celtic, and obviously different clubs in Scotland. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Celtic had like billions of pounds, how far they could go, including even in Europe. I think it'd be quite interesting, and Celtic could do well in Europe. It'd be pretty amazing if the club could win like the Champions League or even a World Club Cup or Super Cup. Even that would be pretty cool. I'll drink to that. So number 18, it's great. I think that's Celtic is part of football for good, and I hope they market that even better and that sort of thing to improve the brand and work with charities and NGOs, again tackling things like mental health problems and just generally making the world a better place as much as possible through the foundation and the work it does, working with the fans and again charities and NGOs and things like that. And number 19, that would include hopefully like helping Indigenous Australasians and Africans in software development, like to help them with funding in that sort of area, as well as helping people across Asia and Africa and Ireland and what I call the six generally, which I mentioned in previous videos. And number 20, that could include in STEM generally, science, tech, engineering and maths, as well as entrepreneurship, communications and things like that, like basically helping young people, especially girls in developing countries, to get access to education and training, things like that for their future, including even in areas like business. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm probably going to go to sleep before I upload part 3 and possibly 4, and also upload them to Facebook. So I hope you do check them out, and we'll be kind enough to share them and support my channel. And I am out. Peace and out.